A very good morning to dear students. As you know that we are doing the chapter the elements air, water and weather. Now today we are going to know about the water. Water is another important natural resource. It covers nearly 3/4 of the earth's surface. No living It covers nearly 3/4 of the earth's surface. No living organisms can survive without water. About 97% of water is salt water. Rest of fresh water. In nature, water exists in solid form, mainly as glaciers and liquid form, and underground water or surface water. Water changes its form either on heating or cooling. Now, what is evaporation? Evaporation is when water is heated and become steam or vapor. The process of change of water into its vapor form on heating, it is called evaporation. When it water fall on the earth and gets collected in puddles. When the rain stops and the sun shines brightly, the surface water dries up. Where does this water go? The heat of the sun changes it from water to tiny water droplets called water vapor. Some water also seeps through the layer of soil and gets collected as underground water. Now, condensation. When water vapor cools down, it changes into water. This process is called condensation. Water is also found in some other forms in nature. There are fog, dew, frost, hail, and snow. Now, what is fog? In winter morning or evening, clouds of tiny droplets of water from on the Earth's atmosphere. This is called fog. Dew, it is a moisture in the air that condenses on solid surface in winter mornings. You must have seen shiny droplets of water on the grasses or leaves. These shiny droplets of water are called dew. Frost, when temperature is very low, dew or surface water changes in the form of ice. This form of ice is called frost. Hail, hail is a form of ice or snow of raindrops. When it rains in a place where the temperature is very low, the raindrop freeze into ice crystals. Snow, sudden condensation of water vapor into tiny white flakes of ice is called snow. Now these are the picture of fog, dew, frost, hail and snow. Impurities in water. Water might look clean, but it may have many impurities. We need to remove impurities from water before using it. The various impurities in water are soluble impurities, which sometimes cannot be seen, insoluble impurities, which can be seen, germs, bacteria, which can cause various diseases. Before using it for drinking or other purposes, water needs to be purified. Let's discuss some simple methods of purification of water. Sedimentation and decantation. These methods serve to remove insoluble heavy impurities in water. The water is allowed to stand still. The impurities settle down. This process is called sedimentation. Now the clean water on top is carefully poured into another beaker. This is called decantation. Now filtration. This process also helps to remove insoluble fine and suspended impurities. You might have seen your mother using a strainer to strain tea leaves from tea. Similarly, water is also filtered through various filters to remove impurities. Students use filter paper in laboratories to remove impurities from liquid and water. To remove soluble impurities and germs, some other methods are used. Some of them are listed below. Now, first is chlorination. Chlorine is a chemical used to purify water. It kills the germs and makes water safe for drinking. Bleaching powder is another chemical that kills germs in water. Boiling water kills the germs in it and makes it safe for drinking. Well water can be purified by using potassium permanganate. Nowadays, various models of water filters. are used to purify water. We should always practice the following ways while handling drinking water. Water should be stored in clean vessel. It should be kept covered. Clean hands must be used to take water from the vessel. Now the underground water. When it rains, some of water seeps into the ground. While passing through the layers of soil and porous rocks, water gets filtered and reaches underground. It gets collected on top of layer of non-porous rocks. This water is called underground water. We use it by digging wells and tube wells or boreholes. This water is clean and safe for drinking. The level of underground water in an area is called what? A water table. At dry places, water table is very low. Water is very precious resource. We should use it carefully. We should not waste it at all. Thank you.